Welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces beating head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away first. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Sampson. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's James. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. They're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Tennessee 14, Oregon 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's James. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now on the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. He's taking the shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. On third down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Stewart. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. And the Ducks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You can see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of
kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And the ball is intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Vols want to move quickly. Right back to the well. Tackle is made after the first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, dude.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. With the catch, it's Selden. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Makes a grab enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Volunteers are on the move.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's Sampson. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the ball, blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and showed up on the scoreboard.
And Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to...
He tries to take the top off. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Feeling some heat. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your...
Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Volunteers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's James. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him...
And he's running in the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pocket starts to collapse. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Slings it downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And down he goes back at the 3.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
A first down run in the red zone. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's James. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buying some time. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air. And they got him for the sack.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for Court.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Brings up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Past the 45. Off he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw at Sanders. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score a touchdown,
Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A first down for the offense. On the move, it's Sampson. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out! Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
You know, the quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. DB's right up on the receivers. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Howard. Gets rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Stopped after making the catch. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The play-action fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll fire to his right. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. He fires to the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
He's back at the 27. 3rd down coming up.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Getting set for first down. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about them? And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going up top. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fires downfield. And the ball is picked off. The sudden change. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. The offense will have to use its first time. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's back. Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires on the move. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why. Looking to throw it again. And
he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now on second down after the incompletion. Movement here from the tight end. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I mean, he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Running back goes in motion. Second and 10, he'll throw again. This time on target. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Frazier. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Georgia going up tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was paydirt.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to throw. He's got it for the two-point conversion, and they're up 8-zip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a crease, it's Sampson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis. Oh, it's out! And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Line gets set. First down. In the red area, it's Robinson. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the
Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia! And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Coming out with it, it's Selden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback checking off. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. through the air. It's Iamaleava. He finds his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He's looking to pass. Dances away to buy time. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something.
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Touchdown Volunteers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. This offense has a 2nd down play.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. He'll throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Looking downfield, it's back. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll put the tight end in motion. He wants to pass it on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Tripped up for the tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll go to the air. Dances away from the heat. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They move the tight end all over. Wants to go up top. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Makes a move. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Right on target this time. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown ball. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late. They'll line up for the onside kick. timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're within striking distance, but they need the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
On second down, wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Finding open areas. Smashes through the tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll immediately call timeout. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, first and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a two-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt.
Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's going up top here late in the game. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play is holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody, like forcing.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flow.
Pulls it in on the left. He's loose. He's at the 10. He gets it in. He gets it in. No time on the clock, and they're down by 2, and they've still got a chance.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
no time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or is it over right here? They want to throw it. On the move to his left. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you've got to get better. You've got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. You just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.